Hi, welcome to Theater Crafts. I'm so glad you're here today. So today we're going to do a project that's similar to a project we did a while ago. So I made these little notepads a while ago. Today we're going to take them to the next level and we're going to make to-do lists. So you see here, they are pads where they're all, you can see, they're all attached. They have magnets on the back, so you can attach them to your locker or your refrigerator, whatever where you need to put your list. But we've got theater, it's a stage I'm going through. We've got all the world's a stage. You can do any sort of theater saying that inspires you. These are great theater gifts. They're great to keep you on track for rehearsals, or whatever. So today we're going to make to-do lists that are theater inspired. All right, let's get crafting. So I'm going to just show you quickly in Canva what I did. So if you look here, I have a theater, basically a to-do list that I created. I put them side by side in what would be an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Just because I wanted to be able to cut out two at a time. And if you see, I butt them so that they would be easy to cut out in the end. And literally, you could do this in any design form, any design program that you have. And so I created any shape that you want. It could be as long as you want. I chose to use most of the page. And then I added, you can see the lines that I added. You can make those as wide or as thin as you want. I just made a line and then copied it and just put it right down the whole page. I wrote theater. I found a couple of theater masks. And then at the bottom of the page, just added it's a stage I'm going through. You can do any design that works for you. It could be flowers, it could be music notes, it could be whatever, cartoon characters of any sort, whatever inspires you. So what I did is I put two on a page, and then I literally just printed these out with my printer. So I have an inkjet printer. Any printer will do. I printed out, you can print out as many copies as you want for your particular stack. I printed out 13 pages, so it was 26 when you cut them, 26 pages of the sheet for the to-do list. But you can make them as large or as small as you want. So that's basically what I did in Canva. So let me show you. I'm going to print those out, and then let me show you how we go about making the actual to-do list that is magnetized. All right, here we go. Here we have our printouts, and you can print out as many as you'd like. I just printed out 2 per sheet. I've got a cutter. You could also use just a pair of scissors. I have a paper cutter here, but whatever works for you. I've got clips here. These are going to help when we are binding these together. I've got craft glue. We're going to use that along with a paintbrush. You need your chipboard. You can get chipboard online. You can also get chipboard, in the back of notebooks and calendars and things like that. And we also have magnets. Okay. All right. Notice I'm lining up so that I cut right on the black line there. And we're trying to get them so that they're all the same when we cut them, so that they will line up when we put them all together. Now again, you can also just cut these with scissors. I have 2 at a time here. And cut them individually. I just want to make sure that I've cut them all the same. So I'm And lining those up. There we go. Okay, so then we've got 4 here. So I'm just going to cut the rest of them out the same way. Okay, so I got all of these. You really want to make sure they are going to line them up. You could certainly use the cutter, but I'm using just scissors to cut. Just going right up next to the pack of, or the stack of paper. Okay, there we go. So now you want to make sure these are really lined up well. To clip them close to the top. I'm going to take just the white glue. I've got it on a paper here, a paper plate. Just take the white glue and I'm going to just paint the white glue right on the edges. I'm going to end up doing a couple of coats of this. You want to make sure you get all of those pieces in. So these are great for, you know, I don't know, your to-do lists for rehearsals, anything like that. You want to try to be less messy than I am. All right, so I'm actually going to unclip. I'm going to clip on this side. The beautiful thing about these binder clips is there's space there, but I want to get them, you can see in there, I'm going to get them as tight as possible, and I'm going to let this dry. Okay, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we have one coat here dry, and I'm going to add another coat just to make sure that we've got all the pages kind of encapsulated in there. So don't be shy with the glue here, and really make sure that that is covering all the different pages and the backing, so that you've got everything all kind of combined together there. Okay, so now I'm going to put these right over like this again. What I found is on one I put them on the side and it's separated, so you really want to make sure that you're getting these put right in, so you see that they are staying together like that. So I'll let that dry and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I neglected to turn my camera on when I added the magnets, but here we are. These are just kind of peel and stick magnets that I got at the craft store. You can use any type of magnet that works for you. These are little like strips. I put 3 on just to make sure that it adhered nicely to My surface, I actually put it on the fridge. And here we go. Here are 3 on the back there. And literally you can hang these on your refrigerator. They can be on your locker, wherever you need to take notes. It could be rehearsal notes. It could be, shopping lists for getting costumes or what you need for your rehearsal bag or whatever. So I hope you give these a try. They're really easy. They're quick. They're great gifts for your theater friends, and really easy to make. So thank you for joining me for this week's Theater Craft. I will see you next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.